everyone. You might notice some few things that are different. First of all, my laptop is not in its normal place. Usually it's here on my desk. That's because I was going through my makeup bag and kind of like figuring out what I did and didn't need, and so I was doing that while I was over on my bed, and so I just wanted the laptop there so I could, watch some stuff and procrastinate and not pay attention like I'm supposed to. Another thing is my bird is up here in the cage today. Yeah, he's also usually up here with me when I film videos. That's not unusual. It's that he's in the cage and the cage is here. He's usually on the laptop just chilling, but I can't take him out of the cage at all today because I have to try to minimize, I have to try to keep him as calm as possible, and if he's out of the cage, he's going to get excited and fly, and that's because he's having a problem with his wing, and so I'm taking him to the vet tomorrow, and they're going to check it out, and in the meantime, they told me just, try to keep him in the cage and keep him calm. And the cage is usually downstairs, but he was throwing a tantrum because, like, nobody's downstairs at the moment, and we're all upstairs. Like, my mom's in the basement, my dad's in the basement, my mom and me are up here, so he didn't like that he was separated from everyone else. He's used to being with me most of the time. So he's up here, and I'm getting off track again, off topic. But actually what the point of this video today is that I'm going to do a review on a blush. It's called Physicians Formula. I think it's called, hold on, actually, my laptop has it. Well, I think it's called, Blushing Rose. Sorry about that. It's called, Blushing Rose, I think, or Rosy Glow. I actually closed the window. I knew it was Rose something. Multi-Glow is probably what it was. Anyway, but this is the blush, and I got it from Target, which is why I was looking on the website. I'll put the correct title I'll put the correct name of it in the title later, so don't worry about that. But anyway, so I have a lot of blushes, but a lot of them were like, they're too dark or too light. They're not really the shade I need, and a lot of them had glitter in them, which I don't like. I don't know why you put glitter on your face unless you're Kesha. Even then. But, so I was looking for a new blush while I was at Target, and I wasn't going to originally buy this because it was $11, and I don't normally spend that much money for blush. And I was shopping with my mom at the time, and she kind of was like, well, you use your blush every day. You need it to last for a while, and if you use it every day, then you might as well spend a little bit more on, like, a quality product. Sorry, I can't. The glare, I'm sorry if I'm blinding you. But, so, yeah, I purchased this, and I like it, actually. It's really good. It's something, I think I'm going to purchase it again. I don't normally spend, like, a lot of money. I try to stay below $10 for makeup, just because I don't really see the difference in a lot of the stuff. If you buy, like, high-end things, I don't see much of a difference or an improvement. And I especially was not going to pay high-end for blush, because mostly my reasoning was that because I use it every day, it's going to run out quicker, and I didn't want to have to keep spending money on that. But so far, I really like it. And if you open it, you'll actually see that there is a mirror. Oh look, it's the camera. And it came with a brush too, a little small brush. I took the brush out, mostly because it kept falling out and I didn't like having it in there. That's alright though, because I didn't use it. I have a blush brush that I actually use. And so, I think that this is a really good blush. It's really good if you have, like, dark skin. And basically what you do is you just take the brush and I run it over all the colors, and then I just tap the excess, and I sweep it over, like, the apples of my cheeks. And it kind of creates just a nice glow for me. It's nothing too noticeable like the blushes I had before, because they had glitter. People could notice right away when I was wearing blush, because it was like, you have glitter on your face. So I didn't really like that. But I like that this one, it's kind of like, it's not really a matte finishing, but it's not sparkly. That might be the word I was looking for. I think that'll do. But if you have like kind of like dark skin and you use blush every day and you want kind of like a nice subtle rosy, like a nice subtle pink glow, and you're willing to spend a little bit more on something that's quality, like I can definitely notice the feeling too, because most blushes I can, like, if I rub my hand, I see them like come off, I see the color streak in my hand, and it feels itchy, and it feels, because my skin is sensitive, it feels itchy on my skin. This goes on really smooth, and I could like rub my hand over and I didn't see any color coming off. I mean, it came off when I washed it, obviously. And it felt good on my skin. Like, it didn't feel like it was clogging out my skin, didn't feel like it was itching or irritating. So if you have sensitive skin, I think that this is a really good idea. So it's a little bit pricey, but I think that it's, I mean, $11 for me is pricey. I consider that pricey for makeup, but I think it'll last you a good while. I got this maybe a month ago, 3 weeks, that's about a month, and it doesn't even really look like it's been used. So I think that this would be a good purchase for you to make. I don't really use like a lot of other name brand blushes. Like the other blushes I have, I don't even remember where I got them, because they came in like Christmas gift sets or like just sets of makeup, and so I don't really remember exactly where they're from. But so again, this is Physicians Formula. I believe it's Multi-Glow. Again, I'll put the correct name in the title of the video. So I give this product a thumbs up, and that's really all. I'm going to go back to organizing my makeup, and well, my bird's asleep now, so I'm not gonna play with him. So yeah. Alright, well, that's it. Bye!